Ojalá nunca hubieras nacido. The words sliced through champagne bubbles and mariachi music. My mother's wish that I was never born, delivered with surgical precision at their 40th anniversary celebration. I didn't cry, didn't scream. I simply stood, smoothed the hand-beaded Mexican embroidery on my dress. 40 hours of work they'd never acknowledge, and said, consider it done. You have 2 children now, not 3. The ballroom fell silent. 200 guests watched me walk out, heels clicking against marble like a final countdown. I am Sofa, 30 years old, fashion designer who shows at New York Fashion Week, whose dresses grace red carpets and Vogue editorials, who made Forbes 30 under 40. To my family, I'm a daughter who wasted her life playing with fabric. That night was supposed to celebrate my parents' journey from Guadalajara to Connecticut, from poverty to country club membership. The perfect American success story, except their version only included 2 of their 3 children. My brother Marco prosecutes federal cases. Princeton educated, following Papa's footsteps. Carmen makes 7 figures on Wall Street. Harvard Business School pedigree gleaming. Both undeniably successful by any metric. And then there's me. During the speeches, I sat invisible while they praised their 2 wonderful children. Papa's voice swelled with pride, describing Marco's career. Mama cried over Carmen's accomplishments. They thanked God for blessing them with such successful kids. They never said my name, not once. Later, by the Tres Leches cake, Senora Rodriguez innocently mentioned being proud of all 3 children. My mother's face turned to stone. We're blessed with Marco and Carmen, gracias a Dios, she said. But Sophia, she shook her head. We gave her everything. Private schools, every opportunity. We sacrificed our dreams, and she chose to coze her. To sew, like some factory worker. Papa added, voice heavy with disappointment. We didn't cross borders and work 3 jobs so our daughter could play with needles. When one refuses to honor those sacrifices, refuses something respectable. His eyes found mine across the room. Sometimes we wish that child was never born. Life will be simpler with 2 who understood gratitude. That's when my champagne flute hit the floor. The crystal shattering echoed like a gunshot. Music died. Conversation stopped. 200 faces turned. Then you have your wish, I said clearly. As of tonight, I never existed. You have your 2 perfect children. Your ideal family. Congratulations. I looked at the frozen crowd one last time. It wasn't that I didn't appreciate their sacrifices. They never understood I was honoring our culture my own way. Every stitch carries our heritage, Abuela's legacy. But they were too ashamed to see it. Marco called after me. Carmen mater tan dramática. I kept walking. In my car, I finally broke. Ugly, gasping sobs for every dismissive comment. Every, when we get a real career. Every fashion show they skipped because they were too embarrassed. Every award ceremony where my reserved seat stayed empty. My phone exploded. 72 missed calls by midnight. Marco, Papa has chest pains. Mama can't breathe. Apologize now. Carmen, you humiliated them. Classic Sophia. Mama, your father's in the hospital. If something happens because of your tantrum, his blood is on your hands. Not one apology. Just guilt. Manipulation. Blame. I blocked them all. 3 weeks later, Anna Wintour's office called about my spring collection. I signed a $1 million retail deal with a brand celebrating how I fuse Latin American craftsmanship with contemporary vision. My anxiety vanished. My creative block exploded into the most inspired work of my career. When you stop seeking approval from people who refuse to see you, you finally see yourself. Marco eventually called. Hermana, I'm sorry. Not just for that night. For years of silence while they diminished you. Your work is extraordinary. I should have said it before. Yesterday, Mama appeared at my studio. After my assistant left, she stood there looking smaller, older, breakable. I've been seeing a therapist, she said quietly in Spanish. She asked me to describe each child. I talked about Marco's cases, Carmen's bonuses. When I got to you, I listed disappointments instead of achievements. Her voice cracked. She asked your favorite color, Sophia. I couldn't remember. Turquoise, I said. Like Abuela's jewelry you sold when we immigrated because it wasn't American enough. She flinched. I can't fix this. But I was wrong. I studied her really look. Human, vulnerable, lost. Realizing too late what she destroyed. You wished I was never born, I said. So I gave you exactly that. And I discovered something. I don't need your approval to know I matter. My art matters. I matter. She nodded, tears falling. They wanted me invisible. So I disappeared. I finally found myself brilliant, valuable enough. Exactly as I always was.